everyone, welcome back to the Little Shop of Hoarders. I'm Chris, the PDX Picker. This is the PDX Picker channel. We're going to pull some more orders that have sold for me on eBay and talk about some things going on in my reselling world. So stick around after the intro song, we'll pull those orders, and hopefully you'll learn some things that'll help you in your reselling business.
Wanna buy that Farrah Fawcett poster? There's dispensers and a toaster. Don't know why. That kind of stuff you throw away. I'll sell on eBay.
All right, so this is day 2 of my pulling orders after my vacation, my 5-day vacation. And we got a bunch more orders to pull, some really good items that have sold for me. My August has turned around completely. The start of the month was slow and the middle was really bad, but then the past few days, things have been, the past week or so, things have picked up dramatically. So that is really good news, I think, for moving forward in the rest of the year. I think the trend is really solid. The trends are really solid for having a fantastic rest of the third quarter and fourth quarter. Hopefully that will continue when it comes to my reselling business and yours as well. Let's go ahead and pull that first order. It is something that I almost just gave up on, but I'm glad I didn't. I bought this at a yard sale for $5, and it's a puzzle. So, as you probably all know, puzzles are a crapshoot if they aren't sealed, because you never know if all the pieces are going to be there. So this is the puzzle I'm talking about. It's the Hobbit, J.R.R. Tolkien. It's a big map of something related to the Hobbit world. It's really cool. My wife likes to put together puzzles, and she volunteered to put this together, and sure enough, it's missing a piece. This is also a two-sided puzzle. Let's get a better look at it here. You can see on the back, this is what one of the final products look like. Anyway, it was missing a piece. This can go for some pretty good money if it is complete. Like I said, I thought I was just going to donate it, but I put it up on a whim for $14.95, and it sold. So I still made some good money on it. I mean, not great money, but decent money. Keep that in mind on certain puzzles. Only on, I think, of a particular subject matter. You know, there's a lot of Hobbit fans and Tolkien fans out there that, and this is also vintage. I want to say it's from the 70s. So it had a lot of things going for it in terms of making it a collectible item, even though it was missing a piece. It's not going to always be that way with your missing puzzles. But this one was, so. Okay, this took a little bit longer to sell than I thought. A3. It is a tool that I picked up at an estate sale. It was a really good estate sale. I found 3 things there. One was a battery charger, and those always sell well. Another was a really good pickup. I picked up a vintage Casio calculator watch. Maybe it was Timex, I can't remember. And it was a pretty rare one, and that sold, even though it was working, but it wasn't in great condition. That sold for $150. This I paid $10 for. It is a Blue Point AR6 spindle axle thread restoration tool, and that's a better view of it right there. So that sold for $49.95 plus shipping. Like I said, it took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but it still sold in right around that 3-month time period. I am pretty much ready to give up on Squishmallows. I did sell one here, but I think the fad has come and gone for the most part. I know it's still out there. I mean, like I said, I just sold one. But, and this is the one that sold. This is Dane the Dragon. I think his name's Dane. Picked this up for $1 at a yard sale. And it's got a little bit of, yeah, Dane the Dragon. He's used, so there's some staining on the front here. Of course, I disclosed. Sold for $15 plus $15 free shipping on that one. Not a lot of value. It's going to cost about probably $6 to ship. So, you know, maybe $5, $6 that I made on that one. I'm very happy to see that these sold. When I bought these, I had the wrong product in mind when I bought these. So these are a pair of shorts, and I was thinking these were Democracy. They're not even close to that, but I was thinking that they had the same kind of sell-through rate as Democracy women's jeans and shorts. These are Not Your Daughter's jeans. And these ended up selling for $17.95 plus shipping. They're in very good condition. I picked these up for $2 at a yard sale. I don't remember which one it was, but anyway. So, like I said, surprised and happy that these sold. I thought this was a much better brand back a few years ago. It's made in the USA. You know, it's good quality, but I don't think these... I don't know. I just haven't had a lot of success selling. I had a couple pairs of jeans that took a long time to sell. And as I said, the shorts, so they sold quick. Maybe 2 months. So, not too bad on that one. I want to share with... a couple of other things that I picked up along the way to share with you guys. I went to my favorite thrift store a couple days or a week or 2 weeks ago in this particular case, and I was looking in their bagged section, and they had some perfume or some bagged fragrances, and this item caught my eye. This is a Balenciaga perfume, and the bag, there was 4 total bottles in there. This was one of the 4. The whole bag was only $4.99. So Balenciaga perfume, new in the box. If you go to a department store, I want to say it's over $200, maybe over $300. So I have this one listed for $40. And then, surprisingly, this was also in there. It's a Jafra Private Reserve cologne, you know, a vintage thing, probably from the 90s, maybe. I don't know, maybe it's newer than that. Brand new. I mean, it is not sealed, but inside there is a brand new bottle of that. And that I listed for like 43 bucks. So that has a really good, I mean, there's not a lot of it. I know for a fact it is vintage. There's just not a lot of it for sale, and the sell-through rate on it is right around 100%. So these two are also in there. This is an Avon cologne, and it's actually got a decent amount in there, which doesn't really matter. But the subject matter on this is, I mean, these don't sell. They sell, but the sell-through rate on them is not great. So it probably has about a 10% sell-through rate. But I'm going to go ahead and list this anyway. I think some people will buy it just because it's a football helmet. There's 2 that have sold in the last 90 days that I noticed. This one is just like a Revlon brand. I think brand new, this probably only costs, not focusing at all, brand new, it only costs about 10-15 bucks. So I'm just gonna trash that one. But I was very surprised. I mean, the only reason I bought that was because of the Balenciaga, and I think that's kind of a no-brainer. But I was really surprised about that Jafra. So sometimes even cheap looking vintage colognes, perfumes, they can sell for some good money. Another thing that I learned, and this is probably common knowledge to a lot of folks, but I went to a yard sale and I found this TI 84 Plus CE calculator. Now, I ended up paying for this and a really nice pair of Hokas and a pair of Chacos. I've sold both pairs of shoes. I paid $40 for everything. So you can think basically maybe 25 for this, 10 for the Hokas, 5 for the Chacos, however you want to divide it up. Anyway, I was very excited about this. I went to turn it on. It turns on, but so it just says your battery is, I saw that it said it was turned on. I saw that it turned on, and that was good enough for me. I didn't actually read the message, but it says charge, gosh, I cannot get that to focus. Charging the battery is recommended. So I just wanted to share this bit of knowledge for those of you that might come across these in the wild. As many of you probably know, TI or Texas Instruments graphing calculators are really, really good resellers. If you can get them, you know, $5 or so, they're gonna sell within probably a day or two, as long as you price them around the $50 range. This one is a newer model. And the reason why I'm talking about this whole thing is it doesn't actually take AA batteries. It is quite a bit thinner. That probably should have cued me in. I thought maybe it took AAA batteries, but it actually has a rechargeable battery in there. And when I bought it, it didn't come with the cable. So this is kind of a public service announcement for those of you who come across TI-84 calculators, TI-84 plus CE calculators. Go ahead and make sure to ask if they have the charging cable, because it is somewhat proprietary. I mean, I went ahead and bought a knockoff off of Amazon for, I think, $7.95. So you can get a replacement for relatively inexpensive, but if they have it, might as well ask for them to include it, because I don't think they're going to be able to use it on anything else. So TI-84 plus CE calculators, make sure to ask about a charging cord. I just learned about that. I thought maybe there might be some others of you out there that didn't know that, but those can sell for probably around $70, or a newer, nicer model, maybe even a little bit more, probably right around $70. So I was willing to pay up a little bit, so that's why I was okay paying, I think, the $25 that I did. Ideally, of course, you're gonna want to get that cheaper, but I sold, let's see, $25.95. Hopefully I'll have about $165 in total sales with that $40 once I sell that calculator. I was very pleased to see these sell. Jonah Hex and Batman. So I have sold a few of these already. These are some early 1980s DC Blue Ribbon Digests is what they're called. And I sold two different lots to the same buyer. So basically, I have these lots here, and they're not very well organized, but I'm hoping they'll sell quicker than later. I just have them set down on here, but I sold these two lots right here. Picked all these up for 50 cents each, so there's 9 total in here. So I spent $4.50 on these 9, and they sold, like I said, to the same buyer for $39.90 plus shipping. So I'll go over these real briefly. My shipping table is all dirty. So I sold this lot together. It's 3 Batman related. I mean, Batman's on the cover of Detective Comics, Secret Origins of Superheroes, and just Batman on its own. Those ones I think I listed for around $14.95, and these ones were $24.95, which is this lot of 6. So we got Metal Men, Jonah Hex and other Western Tales, UFO Invaders, Green Lantern, the new Teen Titans, and this Doom Patrol, which unfortunately got all crinkly here, which I did disclose, of course. But anyway, like I said, $39.90 plus shipping on all of those. Every one of those I sell now. I am well in the profit on that. I was a little bit nervous when I bought them because I had never really seen these Blue Ribbon Digests, or like the book, size instead of normal comics. But I figured for 50 cents each, it would be worth it, and it was. So that was a good one, for sure. All right, these are the second time I've sold these. So the first time, the buyer returned them because they were too small, but I was pleased to see they sold again almost, I'd say within about 2 weeks. These are some Brooks Dyad 6. I don't know what the number is on them. They're pretty recently came out. They're 11, not even close. So these are Brooks Dyad 11. I got these at my favorite thrift store. Condition was why I got them. So I don't think they've been worn but once. I did pay $20 for them, which is more than I would have liked to, but again, with the condition, I thought it was worth it. And these sold for $69.95 plus shipping on that one. So pretty good, and hopefully this time around, they will fit the feet of the buyer. I'm always nervous with selling shoes that are in this good of condition to somebody who then returns it. This is the second time this has happened, and both times I've been in the clear. I'm always afraid that somebody is going to put these on and then go running with them or wear them around, and then to find out later on that they're too small. And then I get back a shoe that is dirty or, in much less good condition than it was when I sent it out. But thankfully, both times that hasn't been the case. The next item that sold, I was really pleasantly surprised with this. I bought this at a sale and I didn't comp it at all. And I paid $2 for it, and given that it's almost Halloween, I said, sure, let's buy this. So I'm gonna have to set the camera down because apparently it's buried deeper than I thought. So this is a mask, a Halloween mask. There it is, right there. And this is a good brand. So I hadn't ever heard of it. Maybe this is common knowledge to some of you, but Zagon Studios, Zagone. Probably not how you pronounce that. But this is of course it's new with tags, so that helps. This is a death mask. He's got a moving mouth. So I guess when you move and talk, the mouth on this one moves. And picked this up for $2 and it sold. I took a best offer. It sold for $37.50 plus shipping very quickly. 'Tis the season, of course, so that helped with that one. But Zagon Studios is a very good mask brand. Even used ones are going to sell well, probably in the at least $20 range, so maybe $15 range. And as always, condition. But very happy with that pickup. It was a surprise when I went to comp it. This next item that sold, just a Philips Norelco razor. Picked this up for $2 at my church rummage sale. I like to pick up razors at rummage sales because they seem to have a lot of them for some reason. $2 and sold this one for $14 plus shipping. The buyer is very insistent that I send this ASAP, which I don't know. I'm not gonna jump the line for them. They've messaged me 3 times now about sending this, and today is the day that I have to send it, and that's the day it's going to go out. I just don't understand why people. I mean, he is being nice about it, but it's like you're not any more special than all the other people that are waiting, patiently for their items to be shipped. I sold a mini billiard ball, but I can't find where I put it, so that's a bit scary. I only have a couple of places that it could be. I don't think they fit here. Oh, they do fit here. All right. Found it right here. It's the number 5 ball. Got these all at the Goodwill outlets. I'm paying, I think, probably 30 cents each for these. Took an offer for this, $8, free shipping. I'll probably make about $2 on that. So somebody just messaged me about my Walkman. Asking whether I have 2 Sony Walkmans. One I'm actually hopefully going to fix one day, and this other one is, I think the battery compartment is all corroded. They asked me if the radio function works on the device. No, it does not. But these sell all the time with the battery compartments corroded. It looks like this one here. This is the one I'm talking about. This is one I'm hoping to fix. I need a new belt or rubber belt inside there. It's not the term I'm trying to think of. But these sell all the time with nothing working for right around $20 free shipping. They were hoping to get the item for way cheaper, but if the radio is working, it just means it needs a new belt. You can usually sell it for about $30. All right, here's an item that sold for me in my sale, 50% off sale. And I thought this was going to be cooler when I bought it, but it wasn't. It was not desirable, I guess. I picked this up for $4 at an estate sale last year, and it took basically 1.5 years to sell. I was into table lighters for a while, and I think now especially, oops, I guess I opened this upside down. These are just not good sellers, but this is what sold for $12.50. It comes in this case, and it's like a lucite, or I guess it's crystal. We got a tea light holder and a table lighter. Is it this way? Or, yeah, it
this way, this way. And some of the crystal is a little bit chipped, and I think that maybe had something to do with it. This is made in Japan, but bought it for $4. I think table lighters are cool. They are really neat, and there are a few that are really valuable. I sold a last year or 2 years ago.
I sold a table lighter that's in the shape of the Space Needle from Seattle for probably 140 or 150 bucks. Paid $20 for that one. So if you find a table lighter that's in the shape of the Space Needle, definitely pick that one up if it is a good price. All right, I'm super happy about this. These are my last pair of Crocs sandals that sold. So every single pair of Crocs sandals that I've purchased has sold. And is it 34 or 35? Oh no. Don't do that again. So, many of you have heard about me talk about Croc sandals. I love them. I'm not talking about the clogs. I'm talking about all the other versions of women's sandals in particular, but even the men's do well, that are not the clog variety. So this is the one that sold here. Picked these up for $4 and they sold for $24.95. It was my last pair. So I probably made $600 or so off of Croc sandals just this summer alone. You can pick them up and they are in good condition. They clean up really easily. I mean, the bottoms on these are still dirty, but the sides are nice. So they clean up easy, they ship easy, and they sell. I love Crocs sandals. So happy that that was the final one to sell. All right, my big item of the day for a price that sold. Let's see, what do I got? We got 1, 2, 3 more items left to pull today. I already forgot where it was, but this is the big winner for value. I went to a yard sale and they had a bunch of junk that I didn't really like. And then they had a couple of nice purses. So I was asking about the purses. They're, Michael Kors and similar. And they were asking like too much, 30 bucks for the Michael Kors purses. And the value was maybe 50. Then I went into the shoes and they had a big pile of just nothing shoes, nothing that exciting. And then I came across these. So they had some Yeezys. And this is the first pair of Yeezys that I bought. I still think they are less than, I find them to be quite ugly. But they were in really, really good condition. I'm not entirely certain they were worn much at all. But I didn't have a box, so I called them pre-owned, and I sold these for, it took some time, about 4 months, but I sold these for $249.95. Paid $30 for these, by the way. I think she was originally asking $40, and I offered $30, and she accepted, so these will definitely be going to the eBay authenticators, and I don't know if they're authentic. I think they are. Everything about them looks like they are authentic, but I have no idea. So I was willing to take the risk on that, though, because, well, the value on them was really good. So worst case scenario, I'll lose out on 30 bucks, but I hope that they are real, and I'll get the $249.95. Because that was a good one. Obviously. So I'll let you know in a future video whether or not these were authenticated. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can get that notification in the future. All right, we have 2 more items that sold. The first one is just right here. And right here, this item is an example of how ending your listings and selling similar, especially with sale items, can work well. This is just a vintage, no-name brand, made in Japan knife, and there's nothing valuable about this at all. This isn't hey, how can you be rich? But it's more of like, how can you get rid of inventory that's stale and old? So I had this listed forever probably a year and a half or 2 years. It's on my 50% sale. It was down to, originally it was $15. It was down to $7.50 or something like that. Somebody offered me $6. I accepted, and then they turned around and said actually they didn't want to buy it, so they canceled the order. So then I just relisted it for $6.95, and it sold within like 3 days. So again, it's not, this is not how you're going to make a ton of money, because $6.95, who cares? But I just decided that with a newer listing, a fresher listing, eBay will prioritize newer, fresher listings more so than they do older listings, stale listings, even ones that are on sale. So this went ahead and sold in a matter of days. So this definitely is an example of, this is evidence. There we go. Evidence that ending your listings and selling similar works. Or there's another option: ending the listing and I think selling similar is better than relisting, from what I understand. Sell similar is, again, considered a new item to the eBay algorithm, whereas relisting is you're just relisting the old stale item that didn't sell before. So that's my big tip for the day. If you guys have those old stale items that have been in your inventory forever, definitely end the listing and sell similar. You're probably going to have to adjust the price, or make sure that the price, the pictures, the description, make sure that if it does need to be adjusted, go ahead and do that. But for sure, evidence that that system works. This last item that sold for the day, picked it up for $10 at a garage sale, and I don't know how this will work for shipping, because it's really big. It's a vintage duckback, which I believe is spelled D-U-X-B-A-C-K. So maybe it's duck's back. D-U-X-B-A-K coveralls. They are this camo. So it's a hunting related thing. These are double XL. Picked these up for $10. They sold for $47 plus shipping. I have them in this box right now, which I guess I can make work if I cover up these holes with some cardboard and things. Because they barely fit into this box, and this box is huge. I had somebody message me. Somebody offered. I originally had them listed for, I think, $55, and somebody offered me $47, and then messaged me, why is shipping so expensive? I had the shipping listed for $21.95. Well, I live in Oregon, and the buyer lives in Florida, and I've already done some estimation on how much the shipping is going to cost. The shipping, I think, is going to cost $27, or at least $26. So I messaged back to them. I said, the reason why the shipping is so expensive is because it's a really big item and it has to go across the country. I think Amazon, this is nothing new, but Amazon has really spoiled people when it comes to shipping. Yes, if an item is being shipped from a local regional Amazon distribution center to my house or your house, it's going to cost very little for shipping because the distance is so little, and Amazon has their own delivery system. But if you're going to have to ship something via the normal old school methods, USPS, UPS, and FedEx, big items, heavy items, they cost a lot of money. People are just shocked that they might have to pay that much to ship an item. Well, I'm still going to be losing money, and I charge $21.95 for shipping. So it is funny how things work that way. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like this video if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to make sure to get content like this in your subscription feed in the future. Good luck with all of your reselling ventures out there. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.